Are you all done eating? It's about 7:30 in the morning. She's the only one up right now, which is kind of rare. Usually all the kids are up quite early. I am getting some muffins in the oven. This is called Oatmeal on the Go Cups. This is from the Trim Healthy Table cookbook. So I'm just gonna whip these up. I haven't done a vlog in a really long time, so I wanted to bring you guys along with me throughout my day today. We have homeschool. It's Monday here, and so Mondays are usually a heavy homeschool day for us. But I also have great ambitions today. I would love to get our onions planted. I am so far behind, whoops, on starting those seeds. Whoops, I did the wrong thing. And so I have to get those going today. I also have great goals of organizing and decluttering, but we'll see how far we get today. Some of you may not know that we are a family of 5 and we are homeschoolers. So my oldest, he's in 3rd grade. So I'll show you a little bit of our homeschool day that we do with him. Also just a lot of food because we feed a lot of people, it feels like. There's food always happening here. And hopefully some motivation for cleaning and decluttering, because I could always use more of that in my life. Alright, so I've got those muffins in the oven, and I bought some of this stuff. I got this at Walmart. It's a 5-piece set, and then I saw this at the dollar store, which you get 3 of these long skinny ones, and so I was inspired to tackle the junk drawer. This drawer is horrible. Oh, it's just so bad. I have tried to organize this drawer several times, and it just ends up looking like this. And I think it's because 1, I have too much stuff in here, and 2, I've never actually implemented like any kind of container to contain like items together. You guys recommend pulling everything out to start with, so that's what we're gonna start with. Pull everything out. No wonder it would never stay organized. I feel like it's just shoved full to the max. Too much stuff in here. All right, hallelujah. Everything is out. And this is all the stuff. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I shoved so much stuff into one drawer. All right, I'm gonna wipe this drawer out, and then we are going to try to stick the containers in maybe next and see how we can position those. Configuration. I feel like it uses the space the best, but there is still some blank space here. But maybe that's okay. Maybe I could fit like my tape or something here. Something bigger. Scissors. I don't know. Let me play with it and see what I like. All right, guys, and here is the after. Like, oh, I'm so excited. I know it's not perfect, but I love it. And here we have our like zip ties, rubber bands. I'm always looking for those. A little timer, phone charger. In here, some glue, some extra keys, nail clippers, because we reach for those a lot. This one's kind of random, but it's stuff that I reach for like when I'm wrapping a present, like I need the paper cutter, these command strip extra stuff, some extra lead. We have pencils and pens, and an easy spot that I can grab, a little sharpener, scissors, lighter, tape, extra chargers, and some really random stuff in the back. So, but it's all contained and organized. At least it's satisfying to me. When I open this drawer, it's not like, oh my gosh, I can't get it open. So I'm so happy with this. So here in Sunlight, they lay out every day for you. So we're about to read Jonah chapter 1. He's working on some verse memorization. There's a soundtrack we can listen to. And then when it gets to history and geography, I don't do the everyday assignment. I kind of look. So like here's Osborne, we're supposed to read world history. and there's a few pages in there. So I will read all those pages today, and that way we'll have one heavy day in that book, and then tomorrow we would do Window on the World. And that's kind of how I handle it, because dividing it every day just doesn't work for our schedule. And so I will do some other reading stuff. We're in about average right now is the chapter book we're in. So this is the English curriculum we are using right now. And so today is a review day. I just set out his sheet so he can do that. So that'll basically be independent work. He has some spelling review in there. And then we're also working on cursive because he is in 3rd grade. And his cursive is actually improving. So he's got a page in that today too. So it's almost independent time for him. That way it frees me up and I can go do what I need to do. He also has Saxon math, and he's about to do his 100 subtraction facts. He has 4 minutes to see how many he can do. So he'll do that on his own. And I think I'm gonna go get ready for the day before it gets too late in the day. All right, it's actually lunchtime, so I am going to pull out dinner from last night. We did Cafe Rio for dinner, and we actually had company over, so I didn't get a chance to film it, and I know some of you guys really wanted to see it. Yay! They got a sliver out. So I wanted to show you guys what kind of goes into it. So if you want to make this at home, you totally could. It's delicious. It makes a lot of food though too. So let me show you what we do. So first in the bottom of my bowl, I put some tortilla chips. This just gives it a really good crunch. And then next I cooked up some homemade black beans, or also some pinto beans. Now you can totally use canned, but it is cheaper. You can stretch your money doing it this way. I like to do it this way if I can. I do these in my crock pot overnight, or put them in the morning, and they should be done by dinner time, or Instant Pot for around 45 minutes on high pressure. So next we're gonna put on our beans. Next I have some homemade Spanish rice. I learned this when I married Jesse. I actually got this recipe from his dad. He would always make Spanish rice. And so what you do first is you put some oil in the bottom of a pot, you put your rice in there, and you actually kind of toast your rice to start with. But here is the recipe if you guys want to screenshot it. Sorry if there's any misspelling. I wrote this a really long time ago. Now here I did put how many cups I like to use. If you skimp on the liquid, your rice will be undercooked, just so you know. Once I get that rice nice and toasty, I pour in my salsa and my chicken broth, or you can use water if you don't have chicken broth. I've done that many times too. Then your pepper, your onion that have been chopped, you stir that around, add your spices of chili powder, cumin, salt, garlic powder, and that's it. I put it on low and I let it go for like 30 minutes. You can check it to see until your rice is done. So that is what is in here. I'm gonna put this layer on next. I love meals like this where you kind of create them yourself. So if there's something you like, you can add it on, like more of it. Or if there's something you don't like if you hate Spanish rice, well, then don't put it on. You know, that's one of my favorite things with doing meals this way. And especially if you're entertaining, like having company over, they can make it how they like it. So this can be a totally vegetarian option. You can keep the cheese off, and even the chicken that we're gonna have next. So if you have somebody who doesn't eat meat, this is a great meal to make up as well. So the next layer is chicken. Again, if you don't want to do meat, you can totally leave this off, but it adds amazing flavor. So here is the Tomatillo chicken is what I called it, but it's like Cafe Rio chicken. So I put this all in my crock pot for several hours. If I have frozen chicken, I've done it that way. But you know, I know that's a questionable thing, so you just do what you think is best. But I've done frozen chicken. I put that in the bottom. I make up this seasoning of paprika, cumin, sugar, red pepper flakes, and salt. I just pour that over top. Then I add in 1 can of Coke. So this time I did 1 can of Zevia, and it worked out just fine. And with the sugar, I actually did 1 teaspoon of monk fruit. So, you know, switch this up, do what you need to do. I did 1 large onion chopped, some garlic, and also some chicken broth. Pour that in, set it to go. They say cook 8 hours. I just let it go until dinner time. And so that is what this is. It's cooled, so there's some of the like fat and liquid around it, but then we do a layer of this. I'm gonna do a little bit of cheese, but if you don't wanna do that, you don't have to. Now I'm gonna go throw this in the microwave and nuke it until it's all nice and warm. And then once it came out of the microwave, I put some chopped onion and some chopped tomato on it because I like that. And then we're gonna top it with some chopped lettuce. Again, this is all to your guys' liking. You can do more or less of any of this. And the salad really grows, so keep that in mind. It's gonna end up being a lot of food. And the last thing, which I think is most important, it gives it such great flavor, is the cilantro tomatillo dressing. So here is the recipe for the tomatillo dressing. I throw all this in my blender. So I do the cup of mayo, 2 tomatillos, which I actually do frozen because I harvest them from the garden and keep them in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. They keep wonderfully in the freezer. Same with my jalapeno, I do that frozen as well. The lime juice, cayenne, you can skip that if you don't want it too spicy. I do quite often for the kids. Some milk, cilantro. My cilantro is frozen too. I mean, when I buy some and I'm not using it fast enough, I just throw it in a Ziploc bag. Sorry, our baby girl is making raspberries behind me if you can hear that. So I just keep this in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag and keep that in the freezer, and I throw in a bunch of that because this is all getting blended, so you're not gonna tell, even like with the stems, you don't tell that in this, so it's a great way to use any of that. And then instead of ranch dressing mix, I actually make my own, which is garlic powder, salt, onion powder, or chopped onion and parsley. So I throw that in, and then 1 clove of garlic. Throw all this into a blender, and that is our dressing. All right, and there is one of our absolute favorite dinners. I could eat this like every week at least. So I hope you guys give it a try. If you have any questions about making this, leave them down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. So I'm gonna go dive into this massive salad. All right, I have all these clean dishes from yesterday that we washed last night. They're nice and dry. And I like to go to bed with a clean kitchen, deal with today's messes today. So I'm gonna get these cleaned up and then to work on breakfast dishes. All right, so we just finished with lunch. I got that all cleaned up, and now my 2 littles are napping. So I figured this would be a great time to do a little bit of decluttering and cleaning. So we are gonna tackle under the kids' bathroom sink. It is quite a disaster. I haven't looked in there today, so we'll look in there together, but my little baby girl, she's a little bit over 1. She really likes to get in there and try to use other people's toothbrushes. So we want to fix that problem. Let me show you what I bought at Walmart, and I'm hoping that this will be a good solution. So I got this little drawer organizer. It's got 3 drawers. I was thinking each child can have a drawer. My mom also gave me one that looks exactly like this, so I thought I could put another one on top of it and double up and have 6 drawers, so we could do, like, for my baby girl's hair stuff, like the brushes and the little hair ties and all that stuff. So we can have different drawers, and if I'm getting real fancy, I'll label them. But knowing me, you guys know me, I'm not that fancy, but we're getting there, each little step, right? So I'm hoping that this will be a good solution. I don't know if she'll be able to get into every drawer. We'll see how this works. So this is what I'm hoping for, but let's go look under there. I need to pull everything out, wipe it all down, get it all nice and clean before we start organizing. All right, so here we are in the kids' bathroom. It might be a little echoey, sorry about that. But let's look under here. Oh boy. So this is real life. I didn't organize, clean it up for you guys at all, so yikes. They never used this, so we could probably get rid of this thing. It's like a step stool. I think we're gonna say goodbye to the puppy. Okay, now I'm going to clean it. I just have some of my vinegar spray and a microfiber cloth. Oldest at the bottom, youngest at the top. I like how that looks there. And then I got this from the dollar store. It's just like a tub. I was thinking of putting that in here for like my extra soaps and stuff. So I like that that's contained. And then we have a couple books for, you know, to encourage potting on the potty seat. So I need to put these in here too. All right, guys, and here is the after. I love it. It looks so much better. Everything is contained. I love that each child has a drawer. and extras are contained. There's our extra toilet paper, and there's nothing gross and yucky on the bottom. So I didn't bring in that extra bin yet, but I will. I just don't have anything really to put in it. I just separated it by child. So eventually I will bring in that other 3-drawer, and we can fill it as the kids get bigger. Maybe each kid could have 2 drawers. So a little bit turn of events. Jesse surprised me, my husband Jesse, surprised me to go up to the mountains. So I think this is how we're gonna end our day, is up here in the beautiful mountains. Who knows, maybe when I get back I'll fold some laundry, but I'm gonna go enjoy this beauty that surrounds me. Well, thank you guys for going along with me on my day today. I always have fun hanging out with you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and we'll talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye now.